Hi everyone, this is 12 News meteorologist Steven Matrigrano here with a Weather Now update for you. Things looking dry. Comfy temperatures, upper 30s, lower 40s, not too bad for early January. This is, of course, Providence, some clouds, some sunshine. Same deal here in Newport, some blue sky peeking through. We are dry for now. We may be seeing a couple sprinkles or flurries pass on through with a cold front that's going to be approaching from the north and west. Temperatures, like I said, upper 30s, lower 40s. Here's the radar. Right now, things are okay. You can see that first batch of some flurries and rain showers that made their way through earlier this morning that brought dusting to some cases across parts of northwestern Rhode Island. Looking off to the north and west, though, you can see that line of some very light flurries and sprinkles kind of fizzling on out, but that's with a cold front, and I can't rule out a few of those making their way through our area for this afternoon. Otherwise, look for dry conditions. Temperatures will be falling behind that cold front. Once that front makes its way through, look for our temperatures to fall back through the 30s and eventually later on tonight into the 20s. So some very cold temperatures on the way for tonight. Sunset, by the way, about 4:29. Speaking of tonight, here's the forecast, looking at about a low of about 20. Very cold, blustery wind chills. The feels like temperatures, that is, going to be between 5 and 15 degrees with those winds northwest 10 to 15 miles per hour plus. So again, going to be very blustery tonight into our Friday. Speaking of Friday, temperatures mid-30s. That's it for the daytime temperatures. Cold, blustery, sunny, and dry. Winds northwest 5 to 15. All eyes, of course, on this weekend storm that we've been tracking, this winter storm that is on its way. Model still not in agreement on exactly what is going to, what it's going to bring to us. This is the American model. You can see that there. This is Saturday, 4 p.m. Storm is making its way towards us. It'll arrive later on Saturday night. I'm thinking later at night and towards the overnight time period. Look at this model in particular, though. Keeps us, snow to the north, some mix as well, represented by the pink, and some of the rain at the immediate coastline. But this is now Sunday morning, 8 a.m. Watch what happens as I go forward in time here with this system. I'm going to put the little screen down here so you can see. And this is now 3 p.m. So again, this is the American model. This is one model that we use of all types of models. And this one has the low pressure passing to the south, but it actually ends up switching us back over to snow during the day on Sunday as some colder air kind of wraps back in behind it and changes things over. That would allow for a little bit more accumulation on the backside, of course, as the system kind of pulls away. And notice how the snow kind of winds down late at night on Sunday. Now, on the flip side of that, we have another model that we use. This is the European model. You probably often hear us talk about this a little bit. And you can see this one is a little bit more on the, I'll call it the warmer trend. So here's 8 a.m. Sunday. Notice how, it has some rain at the coast, that mix kind of in between, plus the snow to the north. That looks very similar. But watch what happens as I go forward through Sunday. This storm doesn't nearly have as much snow on the backside, and it does not also, or this system, this model does not have nearly as much snow on the backside, and the intensity is actually different as well, so it's not as strong. So those are a couple of things that we're watching, looking for, things, trends to see if these models are in agreement on certain things. Timing is also off a little bit with this storm. So long story short, there is still a lot to watch with this system as it tracks towards us for this weekend. So you're going to want to make sure you check back for more updates over the next day or two as we kind of hone in on these details and hopefully get a consensus on what is going to happen with this storm. Nonetheless, I would plan for some moderate impacts. Of course, it's falling on a weekend, so that certainly helps. Notice one factor, though. Our winds are going to be northeast with this storm. That is off a, ocean temperature water, about 45 degrees or so, give or take, which is technically mild for this time of year. It's about 5 to 10 degrees above average for the water temperatures for this time of year. So for coastal areas, that may actually impact the snow and may allow for a changeover because of that. May keep those temperatures well above freezing as well. Notice how the blue colder air is further inland. Also, that storm track, still a potential. We are leaning towards that option 1 or 2. Option 2 would give us more snow because it's more of a classic track along the benchmark there. But some of those models do take it right now on that pink path, which would be closer, giving us a little bit of everything. But again, our forecast is kind of somewhere in between the two, but of course we'll be fine-tuning that as we go forward in time. And final graphic here for you guys. You can see this is a Saturday night and a Sunday. Mostly snow, best chance of 6 inches plus. Providence, north and west. Of course, further inland is the best case scenario for more snow. The closer you get to the coastline and the further south and east you go, the more you have to worry about, some sleet, some rain mixing in with the snow at times as well. So that is our latest thinking. Of course, we'll be fine-tuning this forecast as we go forward in time for the rest of Thursday and into Friday. So check back for details, and meteorologist Tony Pacharka will be back later on tonight with that update. So that's your latest. Thank you for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.